And white trash. Ugh, I don't even want to read her comments. Never mind.
Then don't.
No, I'm not gonna because basically all she does is insult us. Um,
Oh,
Oh, good.
uh,
I hope they're good insults.
I don't
no,
know,
no,
man.
I already
I,
closed it.
I ain't gonna be mad about what someone of white trash says about us. So
Oh no, somebody in the internet thinks you're crap. I mean, like
join the club. I think I'm crap.
that that doesn't happen.
Uh, uh, yeah, that's something I'm trying to avoid. Are those kind of comments? All right. So moving on, I asked a question this week, and I asked, "What do you think of AI? Is it a useful tool for artists or a soulless abomination?" Let me know in the comments down below. Starting over on Facebook, Tim Jones said,
Uh
I
oh.
see AI as the self checkout while doing the same function operated by the consumer. It's taking the job from the person performing the service for the consumer. I draw my strip old school, so this AI thing is a little foreign to me. And then he says the Leviel. I don't know what
C'est
that.
la vie.
Okay,
Such is life.
such is life. Oh, okay. I don't speak
It's
French.
French.
Uh, no,
Isn't that
no
how you got
French.
sick?
Nice.
Kissing it, not speaking it. There's a
Oh,
Very,
difference.
very good.
gotcha.
Oh my god. Uh, what
Next.
is going on here?
I don't know, man. The show's dying. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, we
All
from
right,
left
I'm
and
gonna
right
have to.
tonight.
All right, over on TikTok,
Wait,
Dr. Lane says I have a moral issue with it. If it may, if the makers ask permission to train their machine on the work of artists, pay them, etc., then I wouldn't have a problem with it. But they are apparently did not.
and they
Um,
haven't for a lot of sites. Like all of DeviantArt was scraped.
yes.
You know, they're scraping
J.
Etsy for crying out loud.
J.H. Reynolds said, "If Piss Christ is art, then AI art is art. You can't have it both ways."
I am
I'm good.
unfamiliar with that meme.
Good. Good.
I am sure it's some kind of a derogatory thing towards
Well, it's
Christians.
pretty. That's pretty obvious, there, Dave.
um, Retro Pop Gear said, "If you use it as a tool, it's a tool. If you use it to make finished art as a solitary finished work, you will fail and unlikely to replace anyone's job." Um, which actually sparked a big conversation with some other people, basically saying, it's already happening, and whatnot. But I'm not going to get into all those. Apparently, this is a turkey sandwich. Said apparently some AI art has shown up at thrift stores, so people are already trying to print off images and selling them. Yeah, well, we know this.
AI art is already showing up in Comic Cons.
Yeah. Infernex said it's a fantastic inspiration, in my honest opinion. And Toxic said both. It's both. Both a tool for artists and an abomination. So, um,
Much like the internet itself.
yes. No, the problem was that I couldn't get X to load on my computer here. It was telling me my login was wrong. So,
We're good. We don't have to.
Yeah, we don't need to. Like, let me put it to you this way: like they're using internally. We like I work at Comcast, as most people that watch us know. Internally, we have our own site for internal employees and such. And they used to have, how like lots of businesses use those happy people. They go to one of those they pay models or whatever to be the happy people in the background,
uh-huh.
the background images, looking through the employee handbook and well, whatever. Yeah, now models like AI, famous AI models, which is kind of a weird thing to
Yes.
say,
It's a very weird thing to say.
but yeah, what was it? It was a one created by Ruben Cruz. I forget what her name is. Oh, Aitana, Aitana, Aitana. Like her picture is throughout our internal employee website, and I was looking through. I was like, wait a minute.
Um,
So, you know,
real quick,
it's
digital. Yeah, and I get your. Hold on. I don't. Before I forget, Digital Discussion, the Pop Culture Nerd podcast, said I think AI art is very similar to NFTs and buying social media influence, a waste of money and time. Yet people keep fooling themselves into thinking it's worth something.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, we're definitely going to get into this more.
I just don't see
Um,
the. I honestly just don't see that parallel.
okay, let's see. Oh, this is
Kassan says, I think the DCU label is a signal for a continuity reboot.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think as a fan base, we need um a marker, like something within the movie
Yes.
or within the movies to tell you that, you know, 'cause,
especially if you're bringing over
yeah,
existing properties into the new universe and acting like everything's different, but nothing.
as well, I think it's like as comic fans, we see this. We have a term for it. It's crisis, and we saw it with the first crisis, where you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, you know.
Right.
And we're seeing it for the first time, really, in a cinematic sense. And I think that you're going to have to educate people on what that means specifically. We're just not there yet. That's 10 minutes ago's conversation. So, Kassan also says AI is an extension of a studio's desire to saturate their creation to cast as wide a net as possible. Its an underlying principle is using the accumulated art to create reductive content. I mean, I think saying the studio is a little bit of a too grand of a term because it's more than it goes beyond that. It's like, yeah. 8-Bit Races, I have a lot of money wrapped up in AI, so I can't speak badly about it.
Yeah. We'll have a talking to with you later, right?
No, we won't.
Here's a fun little tidbit since we're working on AI or talking about it. There is this concept of what was it? Roku's Basilisk. And basically the idea is that if an AI, say, was going to be generated in the future and it was going to kill everybody who didn't help it become, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then would you support, would you like not work towards keeping it from being generated now on the off chance that it might be generated later and then kill you?
Would you kill baby Hitler?
Yeah, well, it's also
kind of what you're
it's
asking.
also like Pascal's wager. It's like, you know, like if you don't believe if you don't believe in God, that's fine. But you know, you can believe in God, not change anything, and then you're covered in case he actually exists. That's Pascal's wager. So like for AI, Roku's Basilisk is pretty much the same thing. It's like if you think that is inevitable, that an AI will take over the world, then not supporting it now will wind up killing you later. Would you not work against it now just in case?
But we're not talking the term AI is thrown around so much. What we're talking about is automation. We're not talking about sentience.
Yeah, we're talking generative or predictive algorithms, not true AI.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, like that's like saying, well, if you invent fireworks, eventually, you know, someone's going to get shot with a gun. It's like, okay, but I mean, like the two don't necessarily have to be the same thing. Like you're really kind of, it's a slippery slope that I think is kind of, I'll be honest, ridiculous. Like, because we're not talking about Skynet here. We're talking about like generating pictures, and there's a giant chasm of logic between those things.
True.
Like I think it actually hurts the arguments against AI when you talk about them, when those kind of comparisons are made.
Yeah.
Well, the problem being that AI is as bad as it'll ever be right now, and it's only going to get better. And there is the gap between generative algorithms or predictive algorithms that we're using now and true AI. that gap is always getting closer.
And then what? We got on
Smaller.
this path when we started with manufacturing, like when we started doing assembly line manufacturing. That's where we got.
Yeah,
That is
when Ford
process.
from Model Ts.
Yeah, I mean that's the process. We've been moving away from an artisan culture for centuries now. Like, what do we do? We just say, "Oh, well, I can't do that." It's like new. I mean, like, we should just do this. We should just get into this and save everything else for the end of the show. Because I mean, this is like we're here. Like, we should just do this as opposed to like pausing and then coming back to it to talk about
I know, because
trailers and stuff. Because this is the conversation. This is what we sold the show on. So I mean, like, we're here. We should just do this.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.